Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Planning with Ravyn. So today I'm actually going to be discussing why I decided to do a YouTube video and what I discuss in my videos and why it's important to me. So basically, within my videos, I have three major topics that I discuss: planning, budgeting, and setting goals. And all three actually coincide with each other, right? So with planning, let's go ahead and discuss the actual planner part of it. So with planning, here's my planner. So with planning, I plan just like any other planner that you may see on different YouTube channels. When people are planning with pretty kits like this that you see, the difference is majority of YouTubers, they actually plan within that first week. Now with me, I use my kits and I like to plan with my kits ahead. When I do this, it also gives me the opportunity to save money because I am able to stretch my kits out. I don't use them just for 1 week, and that coincides with my budget. So planning can be very expensive, especially when you want to use different pretty kits like this. They're really pretty, but they do get expensive. They're like $12 per kit. So you imagine spending $12 every week just on doing pretty kits for your planner. That's definitely going to feed into your budget. So I discuss how I use my kits and I stretch them out upon multiple weeks. Sometimes I can even get them to 3 to 4 weeks, which is $12 for 4 weeks. That's a whole lot better than $12 a week, $48 a month, right? So that's what I do. And then I also discuss how I go back, and I show you all how I go back when the week is upon us that's already been planned out, and how I use my functional stickers, these pretty stickers, and lay them out. Because I'm a planner and I plan ahead, there are some times where I have to plan like a month or two in advance. So having my kit laid out in advance allows me to just go back with my functional stickers and get everything entered in as easy and efficient as possible, to where it's still cute, right? That's one of the goals here, is to make sure your planner is still pretty in the way that you like it for the year, because ultimately at the end it's like a little mini scrapbook that you may end up keeping for a couple of years after. So that's what I do when it comes to my planning, and I really enjoy planning. I love being able to write everything down. That's the best way I remember what I need to do. Is if I'm actually writing my information down, I retain things better that way. The next thing that I discuss is budgeting. So this is my budget book. This is a Erin Condren budget book. I actually just started using this in December, and basically within this book, I'll show you all. So within this book, you get 12 months, and so basically the year. And what I found has been most effective for the budget book itself is being able to write all of my transactions down. Now, this is something that's really hard to do, because you have to remember every time you spend a dollar, whether it be credit card, cash, debit card, whatever the case may be, you have to write that information down. What I eventually do is at the end of the month, I compare what I spent that month versus what I spent the previous month, what I was able to save, what went into my retirement, my 401k. I'm saving to buy a house, so my money needs to be really organized, and I do believe that every dollar has a purpose. That's also going into like the cash envelope option that people use. I don't do that per se, but I do have other methods that I discuss in my YouTube videos. So the Erin Condren budget book is an option that you can try, and this is what it looks like. So this is a month at a glance. You basically write at the top whatever you want. I typically write 3 things that I want to accomplish within that month, and then your upcoming purchases, upcoming bills, and your savings goals. Now, I use this a little bit for this. I mainly use it for the actual transactions themselves. My bank does print out like a transaction history, so I can see where my money is going, and it categorizes everything. However, sometimes I don't use my debit or my credit card. Sometimes I do use cash. So being able to, again, write everything down as well for myself is going to help me be basically on top of my finances myself, instead of relying on my bank or someone else to do it. So This is a spending summary, so it gives you about 4 pages. It gives you 4 pages a month to write down every transaction that you've made for the month. And it's really effective. I really enjoy doing it. So that's something else that I discuss in my videos. And then also, sometimes I don't use my budget book. So I actually discuss what I do when it comes down to budgeting, right? Because if I don't use a book, that's fine. However, I still have to make my money work for me because as of right now, I'm saving to buy a house. So organizing my money, saving in different types of accounts or just different types of savings, paying off debt. All those are things that I'm conquering still right now. And then these are my cute little budget stickers as well that came with the Erin Condren book. And so setting goals. That's the next thing that I discuss, which is really, really big if you want to have a successful year, right? So some people have like New Year's resolutions and things like that. I don't. I don't do a New Year's resolution. I set long-term, short-term goals. So my biggest one is my long-term goal. In August this year, I plan to buy a house. So I can't just say, oh, I'm going to buy a house. I have to have short-term goals to get me there. So every month, I basically write down, I'll show you all my monthly overview page for January. So I write down my priorities, my goals, and then at the end of the month, I'm going to go back and do what did I accomplish here. So my priorities are things that it needs to get done that month. It's non-negotiable. When you break it down monthly, it allows you to actually think that, or not think, I guess, it actually allows you to believe that your goals are achievable. When we're thinking on a long-term basis, a 12-month frame, it's a little bit harder to maintain. It's a little bit harder to be consistent with your goals versus if you do it monthly. Monthly, let's just say you have a goal to eat right, which is funny because my February goals are going to be like around health and fitness and things like that. So if let's just say you have that goal, well, if you have that goal for the whole year, it's really easy to fall off track and not continue your goal and make sure that you're reaching what you wanted to do at the beginning of the month or beginning of the year. However, my monthly goals, I have 4 weeks to get this done. Now I'm going to break this down to each week. What am I going to do each week to make sure my monthly goal is successful and that I achieve what I want to do? Also, writing my what did I accomplish down also helps me as well because it pretty much tells me, hey, if you don't do something up here, then you have to basically tell yourself that, and if it's that important to me, it will be on the next month until I get it. Now, because I am a planner and because what I write down I'm serious about, all my goals have been being achieved this month, so that's really good. So for next month, I'm going to move on to some other goals. And then, of course, a goal that's going to be consistent is saving. So that's just something that I do when it comes to setting long-term and short-term goals for myself. So if that's something that you enjoy doing, whether it be planning, budgeting, or setting goals like life goals, financial goals, any goals like that, then this is a channel for you. I am definitely new to YouTube, so I don't have a lot of subscribers, and that's something that I notice people get discouraged by. If someone doesn't have a lot of subscribers, they tend not to follow. However, my information is pure and I enjoy discussing this with people and it makes me happy. This is something that I have a passion for and I enjoy doing it. So if you like any of those things, please subscribe to my channel. I upload every week and this is basically what I do. This is my life. So I would love to welcome you all into my life if you allow me to. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you all have a great day.